and welcome in a much more pleasant South Carolina patch. Um, in our last video we showed you guys the amount of weeds we had, and as you can tell, most of them are gone. We've got 2 days off, which is perfect to start on soil prep, fall prep, to make sure that we grow something nice next year too. So first thing we do is rip the irrigation out. Now we use this particular tape 2 years, and it's time for new tape next year, so this is trash. After that, what I did today is ripped a lot of the weeds out by hand. Now what I did last week first, before I forget to mention that, is spray Roundup, spray all the weeds, let most of them die, and then today I came and a lot of them were dead, but there were still thick patches that needed to be pulled out. That's what I did, and after that the tiller came into play, and I basically tilled up the patch, and all the remnants of weeds are now tilled in. Now I say this fast, but this is a 5-hour process, so a lot of hard work because the soil is compacted after season, and tilling is somewhat of a battle. First thing you normally do in the fall is do a soil test to see where you're at after season. We've been working with this particular soil for the last 4 years, so I kind of know where I'm at. And next to that, we did a mid-season soil test about 2.5 months ago, which gives me a good idea of where I'm at now. So I'm going to skip the fall test and get on with amending. One of the things I need to do first is address my pH. Our fall test showed that, or a mid-season test I have to say, showed that our soil's pretty acid. Back then, 2.5 months ago, it was 6.4, and I'm pretty sure that by now we're closer to 6, if not over. So on this 2,500 square foot patch, I'm going to add about 200 pounds of lime, which I'm going to do tomorrow. And after adding the lime, basically clean it up a little bit more, get it ready for the cover crop. I'm not going to add manure or compost. I might add, before I plant the cover crop, a good bit of potassium. Our soil, even after 4 years of working it, is still pretty sandy, and potassium leaches pretty quick. The fruits, multiple fruit, also use a lot of it. So we were low already 2.5 months ago, and I'm pretty sure we're a lot lower right now. And next to the potassium, calcium. So gypsum will be part of that too. So I'm going to add potassium, gypsum, make a pH correction, and I'll probably leave it at that. Once I've done that, I'll, like I said, clean up the patch a bit more, flatten it out, getting it ready for a cover crop, which this year is going to be mustard. It's mentioned on the bigpumpkins.com several times by several people. Mustard has fumigating properties. Once cut up and first grown, cut up, and then tilled in, the chemicals within the plant have similar properties to some of the fumigating chemicals. And next to that, there's also a compound in it that is similar to the active ingredient in Roundup. So that means you're taking care of some of the weeds too. So it should be helpful against disease, it should be helpful against weeds, and both of those, well, we don't want. So that's why we're going to try mustard. Well, there's not a whole lot to show you guys. Only thing I got left in the patch is a tomato plant, which, since the temperatures have gone down, grows pretty nice. This is either a harp or a hunt, can't remember. Big blossoms on here, double blossoms, triple, and should be fun to see if we can grow one last big tomato. Over here are pepper plants. Now these I'm not going to grow again, or we are not going to grow again. I mean, I like hot food, Tina doesn't really, but these things are just way too hot, even in small amounts. And They're too prolific, just too many damn peppers to deal with. And after you tell people how hot they really are, nobody really wants them. So for us, a nice novelty plant, but not really an eater. And probably the last time that that we grew them. Here, lastly, is about 250 or 300 square feet of land that that we've added, and that's going to allow us to grow one more plant next year, which is cool too. All right, from a lot more pleasant but still gnat-infested South Carolina, I wish you a lot of fun during the last weigh-offs, and who knows, maybe we'll see a bigger one than 2009. Should be fun. South Carolina, over and out.